In this video, we're going to be doing a bunch of different 0 to 60 speed tests in our Tesla Model 3 to find out how the car's battery life impacts the speed and performance of the vehicle. We'll do 0 to 60s with a full battery, half a battery, and barely any charge left. Let's get into it. So here we are. As you can see, the car is currently on 94%, which, if you are interested, equates to 313 miles. So we're about as full as possible, and it's time for a launch. Are you ready, Becky?
Yeah.
So this should be our fastest one, hopefully. Oh, it does feel quick. Yeah, that felt really fast. That did feel fast. Alright, so we're just going to keep track of all of the different times on screen. Let's do another 0 to 60 with plus 90% and see how that goes. Alright, we're in the exact same location. We've got 94% battery, but this time Becky is outside of the car so that we can get a nice, pretty shot. Alright, here we go. Hopefully it should be fairly similar to last time. Actually, it could be a bit faster because this time there's only one person in the car. Alright, and we're off. Oh, it does feel... Oh my god! Sorry, I should have closed the window. That felt quick. That did feel quick. That felt quicker than last time. Oh my goodness. Alright, there's our two plus 90% 0 to 60 times. I think the last one was a little bit quicker. So now what we need to do is use up as much energy as possible so that we can drain 40% of the battery to get down to 50%. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to brake, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to brake, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to brake, and I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to brake, and then I'm going to be nice and sensible as we approach this junction, and now I'm going to do this, and I'm going to brake, and I'm going to do this, and Becky's going to struggle to film. We've used up 3% just by doing this. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the heating onto full blast. It's going to get very noisy in here, but that also uses up a load of battery. We're going to accelerate, we're going to brake, we're going to accelerate, we're going to brake, we're going to accelerate, we're going to brake, and we're just going to keep doing this for the next 20 minutes. Alright, I'm in the passenger seat. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm in the passenger seat now because Becky was starting to feel really car sick, and it's much better in the driver's seat. It's really warm in here. Oh my god, it's accelerating so much. We thought we could do a test where I try and have a drink from my water and see if I manage it or not. So let me just take the lid off.
It's getting toasty in here.
Yeah, it's getting very, very warm. I'm sure the audio is terrible because of the heating that we're blasting. Alright, Becky, I'm gonna just have a nice drink, okay? I'm really scared about it. Okay.
Oh no!
It all went flying up my nose. Let's have one last go, okay. Okay. We're on 88% battery, so I think... Oh, Becky! You accelerated and all just flew out of me. There's water everywhere. Oh god. Oh. 88% battery remaining. Okay, Becky and I are both feeling very motion sick, but as you can see, we are now on just over half battery, which is great. That's perfect for the next test. So it's actually quite interesting if we go ahead and look at our energy consumption. You can see that this is the last 30 miles. So typically we're about here, whereas this is how much energy we've been using up. So this area here where it's maxed out, basically we just put the heating on full blast for about an hour and the car was just parked outside the house. So that did use up about 7% of our battery, not quite as much as I expected it to. And then if we go ahead and look at these areas, if I change to the last 5 miles, you can see that this is Becky flooring the car and then braking and flooring the car as I was doing. And as you can see, that is what uses up most of the energy. It gets through it very, very quickly, but it still takes a while. We were doing that for about 15 minutes, just back and forth, trying to use up as much charge as possible. So I am quite impressed with the charge. But anyway, that's all what this video is about. Let's go do another 0 to 60. Okay, 50% 0 to 60. So we are going to keep the energy consumption on screen as well, just because I assume some of you would be quite interested in that. Let's go for it. You know what, it doesn't feel as fast, does it, as that first one we did. So on screen right now you'll see the full charge time and the half charge time. So we're going to do another one with Becky outside the car just like before. Okay, I'm in here, GoPro set up, Becky's outside, and we are off. And that is 60, that is 60. Okay, we're now on exactly 50%. Those were our half battery 0 to 60 tests. So it's time now to get ourselves down another 40%, down to about 10% so we can do the final 0 to 60. So, need to do a bit of this. Sorry about this, Becky. It's all in the name of science, Becky. You gotta deal with it, all right, Becky? All right, it took a while. It started to get dark, but we are officially on. Oh, it just went.
Well.
Hey, 10%. It was on 10 when I started, and then it jumped to 11, and now it's back to 10. It's back to 11 again. What's going on?
It's back to 10.
It's back to 10 each time. I guess we are just. It's on 11. There, I'm not crazy.
Give it
There we
Yay!
go. Alright, we're on 10 or 11%, which means this is perfect for our final 0 to 60s of the day. Becky is about to vomit, so I think it's good that we get this video over and done with. Alright, you ready, Becky? This is it. Oh, that's taking bloody ages. It's like my grand's driving. So, the initial launch felt quite quick, but once it got to like 35, it definitely felt slower than usual. And the other thing I noticed on the way here is that once we are up to the speed of like 50 miles an hour, if I just slam on the accelerator now, you didn't even notice. Becky didn't get flung back into her chair.
None at all.
So that's where the difference is. It seems like the launch is still quite quick, but it's once it's up to speed, there's just not really much accelerating at all, which, you know, that's good. It's sensible that Tesla limit the battery here to make sure that you're not going to run out of charge, because it is a massive inconvenience if you completely run out of charge in an electric car. But we need to do our final 0 to 60 with Becky outside of the vehicle, and it should be a lot slower. It definitely should be a lot slower. Oh, just as we prepare for our final 0 to 60, I've put the car in park, and look at this. Battery low. There will be significantly less energy available from your battery if it gets colder. We recommend charging now. And it's also disabled Sentry mode. Even though we're in park, normally Sentry mode will come on automatically. Whereas this time, it's like, you'll run out of charge if I whack Sentry mode on right now. So to be honest, I'm a bit nervous we're not going to be able to make it home, but fingers crossed. Okay, final 0 to 60 of the day with exactly 10% battery, and I'm flooring it. So feeling quite speedy, and then like I said, 35, just not much going on there at all after the 35 miles an hour mark. Just definitely chills out. The car is still really quick, much quicker than my first car, but compared to the first 0 to 60 of the day, it is a lot slower. Okay, that's pretty much it. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to put a side-by-side of the first 0 to 60 of the day and the last 0 to 60, just so you can see how much of a difference there is. Hopefully. Oh, it does feel quick. Oh, that's taking bloody ages. It's like the grand's driving. That felt really fast. There we go, very interesting stuff. So we shall display all of the different times right here for you to admire and analyse. But that's the end of the video. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. We have 9% battery and we need to get home, so I'm going to be driving very cautiously. But yeah, this was really interesting. Hopefully you enjoyed it too. After today's tests, the value of the car is probably degraded by at least 20%, so please do click that like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.